After 4 years at the top and millions of record sales, Girls Aloud are a hot property and stardom has its perks. Not only do they get invites to the best parties and premieres, this week they get to test drive cool cars. But mixing 5 popsters with some expensive motors isn't necessarily the best plan. They get to travel the world.
Look at how glamorous it is being on Girls Aloud.
While another realises there's no place like home.
If anyone gets mud on this white coat, I swear to God I'll kill yous.
...2006 has been a hectic year for Girls Aloud. Endless TV shows, a 12th top 10 single under their belt, Australia conquered, and gigs galore. But concerts are not the only places that Girls Aloud perform. If the price is right, the girls will also sing at private company parties.
People just think you do your tours, you do your TVs, you do, your promotion, and that's it. But there's a hell of a lot of events that people don't get to see.
The girls do a lot of corporate gigs, and the reason we do them is because the girls like playing live. That's their favourite thing to do, and we get well paid for it.
March 2006 and the Foxy Fivesome are in the heart of the Mediterranean. They're in Greece to perform 2 surprise corporate gigs. A nice little earner, as pop acts can earn hundreds of thousands of pounds for just one night's work.
The corporate events involve fees, so it's an income for the girls outside the record deals, etc.
They're in Athens for 5 days to strut their stuff, but the girls are more concerned with how they're going to kill time in between.
They're just so used to having such a hectic lifestyle and work schedule that as soon as they get a few days to themselves, if they're not at home, they don't enjoy it, so we're stuck in Athens with a few days off, with really nothing for them to do.
With 3 days to go before their next performance, doing nothing is too much for one Girls Aloud. Sarah's had enough and is flying back to the UK.
While I've got a couple of days, I might as well make use of it and go back home and visit my mum. So I'm just hopping on a flight in the morning, the early hours, going home for a couple of nights, and then I'll be back on Friday for the next gig.
Long-suffering tour manager Drew packs Sarah off to the airport and knows he's got a tricky few days ahead of him.
So we're just get everything.
So we're getting a car at 4 o'clock in the morning, aren't we, Sarah?
Yeah, rub it in, but it'll be all worth it when you get there.
What do you do with 5 bored girls? Just get bored with them, I suppose. There's not a lot you can do. They're taking it quite well, but it is boring. For me, I love it because it's a great chance to relax and just sit and do nothing, which doesn't happen very often. So I'm not bored or complaining in the slightest, but, unfortunately they are, which I can totally relate to.
I think being in the band, you get too used to everything. You get too used to there's always somebody to help you sort something out, and you've always got each other as well to do that. You know that somebody's going to ring you and tell you you've got to be up at this time every day, and you know that you're going to be busy kind of every day, and obviously it can't go on forever, and there is going to come a point where it's going to be like waking up in the morning and not actually having anything to do, and it's quite a scary thought actually.
Desperate not to lose any more girls to boredom, tour manager Drew hastily arranges a day of fun in an attempt to entertain the remaining 4.
We're going to go out today and try and look at some sights, go and have a meal, meet up with the dancers, and just trying to make it a bit of an entertaining day for them.
Drew's big fat Greek adventure is a surprise, so none of the girls have a clue where they're going. Drew's mystery adventure is to take the girls up to the highest point in Athens to see the view. But a 2-mile trek uphill in high heels is not what the girls bargained for.
I don't think I can do it. What would you sit here at one of these restaurants? Drew.
Cheryl isn't happy faced with her equivalent of Mount Everest.
Drew, are you taking the piss?
And she's climbing it in stilettos.
Come on.
Drew's determined to reach the top, despite an increasingly loud Cheryl.
Does anybody care that we're going to be at the highest point in Greece? Seriously? Does anybody care?
Oh my God.
Do you care?
No, but always are.
Drew, it smells of shit. That's what it is. Actual shit. Do the people not have the fucking poop and scoop rule here? And things are landing on us and everything. It's a shit. It's all a shit.
Half an hour into their uphill struggle, and the highest point doesn't seem to be getting any nearer. And Cheryl's still complaining.
We should have just stopped at that cafe.
Shall we go back?
It looked like the highest point to me.
It is a nice view, but
A nice view of what?
don't really care.
A nice view of houses and buildings.
Just
So, you can see them on beautiful pictures.
haven't seen anything through this. These shoes, why did somebody not warn me that we were trekking across the universe? Okay, it's not that nice of a view.
Finally, our girl band makes it to the top to see what all the fuss is about. But a hot and bothered Girls Aloud are not impressed.
I was scared, you know, I could have slid, I was sliding, could have slid off the edge of the stairs, plummeted to my death, just for the sake of this.
Who cares about being at the top peak of Greek? All you can see is buildings. For real? I'm really for real. I couldn't give a shit.
You know, Sarah's going to be laughing her head off when she watches this part of the documentary.
Drew allows the girls to take the easy route back down, but their Greek adventure is far from over.
Does anyone know the hotel address?
Away from their coach and drivers, none of Girls Aloud know how to get back, or even where the hotel is. But resourceful Nadine spotted a local cabbie.
Well, 'cause
Excuse me, is this your taxi?
Can we get one more?
Do you know where the Semiramis is?
Where are you going?
The Semiramis Hotel. It's in
Kinda
the,
like pink.
it's the
Yeah.
suburbs.
Semiramis and Kivis, yeah.
Uh-huh.
Can you order another taxi?
It's difficult.
Wait, it doesn't work.
Is he looking at us from head
Drew, I
to
don't
toe?
want to get in his car.
I know.
The girls have no choice but to bundle into the lone taxi and hope that the curious cabbie can get them back to their hotel.
You can't take us all there.
Huh? Well, yeah, 6 pesos.
Okay.
Come on, it's a bit laugh.
It's not, this is a joke. What's the thing? People's going to get in the boot.
Schumacher.
I'm not getting in the fucking boot. Give him a laugh.
Many, many times.
Come on.
You sit in front. Okay.
I think it's fine.
Open the windows, for Christ's sake!
Doesn't know where we're going. He didn't even confirm he knew what was going on. Semiramis door.
Great. Look at how glamorous it is being on Girls Aloud.
Our glamorous pop stars are used to luxury transport, and Cheryl's got a new complaint.
This basically has got to be one of the worst days I think I've ever had. Being deadly serious. Could everybody point their mouths in opposite directions? Because when they see if I get a smell of one breath, I'm going to be sick.
Someone can get in it.
Yes.
I'm blocking the one. What you do? Get your head chopped off. No, imagine if I came in and it was just a net.
One hurry cab ride later, and the cabbie finally arrives at the girls' hotel. But Drew's got more fun planned, and there's only time to get changed before they're back out on the road. Drew's next Greek surprise is a surefire winner. he's arranged a night out with the Girls Aloud resident dancers at a traditional Greek taverna. A few hours and several ouzels later, and the Tipsy Girls Aloud party is on a roll.
It's the sound of the underground.
But with Sarah back in the UK, Cheryl's at the end of her tether and wants to go back to their hotel.
Needs taken home.
Oh, really? Is she?
Thank you.
Yeah, she does look kind of disgusting.
Let's all relax.
I'd just like to say that I have seen them a lot worse.
Yeah, I've seen them.
Like probably about, I would say, 5 times worse than what they are tonight.
You are the chicken boys. We are the chicken girls. You are the lucky cocky.
This is why I do not drink, people.
On camera.
With the Girls Aloud coach party in full swing, Athens is beginning to grow on the 20-year-old from Runcorn. Coming up, one of the girls drives into a whole lot of trouble. Back from Greece, a little worse for wear, Nicola nips back up north for a snatched weekend with her family.
It's good for Nicola to go home. She's very grounded and she's very close to her family. And she really is very happy when she's in Liverpool, and it takes her back to her life, which is normal.
I've got 2 little brothers and a sister, and it's like, I don't want to be one of them sisters where they say, oh, there's Nicola. We seen her about twice when we were growing up. I don't want to not see them. So, of course, I'm going to go home whenever I can to see them.
There's been times when I've literally finished work at 7 o'clock, drove home, and had to be back again for like 12 o'clock the next day. And people always say, it's like, oh, can you be bothered driving and blah, blah, blah. Do you know, sometimes it only takes me 2.5 hours to get home and it's nothing. You know, it's like, well, are you going to wait or what? Sorry. You know, and it's nothing. It's like a couple of hours. Just do that, getting in and out the bath or washing and drying in your hair. Do you know what I mean?
When Nicola's not being a glamorous pop star, she spends as much time at home in Runcorn. Today, she's cheering on her younger brother, 9-year-old Harry, from the sidelines.
Oh, you've got to be joking. Is this some kind of a joke?
Don't take him off!
Come on, Harry, come on!
Well done, Harry.
He's class, isn't he?
Well done, mate. Well done.
Right, and man of the match today goes to my very own lovely little brother, Harry.
Well done.
When she can get home, she does try and get here, but she's busy as normal, you know, being the superstar she is.
If anyone gets mud on this white coat, I swear to God, I'll kill you.
Are you very proud of her?
Oh, well, I'd be proud of her if she did anything. Just glad she's doing something that she wants to do, you know, and that's it, really.
All right, I'm gonna slip my hands now.
With the football match over, Nicola and her mum pop round to see her nan and granddad.
To Nan and Grandad, love from Nicola. And there's one on that, love from Kimberly. I've got every disc that they've ever made. I used to always see somebody on and think, well, she's as good as that, why can't she be on the telly?
She even goes up to the corner shop in her pyjamas with a coat on.
Grandad, you're giving away all my secrets.
Nicola may be a famous pop star, but even she can't escape the home videos and a trip down memory lane.
Yeah, they're all grown up now.
Look how fat I am, I'm just like... Boom, 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 boom. Aren't I? And all the rest of the kids are skinny. What's my dad doing? Did you tell him to wear that top?
No.
Did you tell him about that moustache?
I don't know. I think everybody had one them days, though.
I think it was the fashion.
All the fellas had one.
Oh. I was a good kid, wasn't I? I was like a really good, special kid with red hair and fat legs. No eyelashes.
Stay to me.
You can fly almost, innit?
Nicola wants to be a hands-on big sister to her 2 little brothers, and before she goes back to London, she takes them out for lunch to spend some time alone with them.
I don't like Nicola's my famous sister like that. I just act like I'm a normal boy in school. I'm taking a picture.
You're not going to have a play?
I'm taking a picture.
Come here then.
It's quite important for me to spend time with them because, like, I don't want to be one of them sisters that they never see or they don't know. You know, I want them to know me and to feel like I'm part of the family. Like, I'd hate to never be there.
What are you doing?
Being at the top has changed Nicola's life, but it won't last forever, and she's determined to stay the same.
I think fame can change you. I think money, more so, with a bit of fame changes you. You know, life isn't all about being in the paper or being on the telly, and don't get me wrong, I love it. I really love it. But, you know, it's not the be-all and end-all to life.
Yay! Let's go! Woo-hoo-hoo!
The next day, all 5 girls arrive at Silverstone to be special guests on the car show 5th Gear.
Here we are, about to drive to our deaths.
Are you excited?
Yeah, I've got my racing jacket, my racing shoes. I'm ready to roll.
Nick, there's a Lou over there. We're doing this gear just because it's fun, really, and not really for any other reason. I think it's really good to let off a bit of steam and not have to pay for it because it's a TV show.
I've got to let you into a secret. I actually just really like Girls Aloud and thought it'd be brilliant to get them on the show as a way of meeting them. And they said yes, which is great for us.
It's one of the perks of being Girls Aloud, and a chance to road test some very expensive motors.
I'm really looking forward to doing this. I'm here. I'm here! All set and ready to go?
Girls, you want to give me your bags?
Each of our pop princesses are racing against the clock to see who's the fastest.
I'm scared. Oh, God. My turn. I think I could do it quicker than that if it was time posted.
What's your time, Nadine?
My time is 1:59.
You hear all sorts of stories about, God, they're terrible to work with, but they've been really nice to us.
Bring it on.
They've been dolls.
Oh my God! Is she worrying you?
The insurers never expected her to do that.
I'm getting me one of those.
It's gears, and normally I drive mine's automatic.
Like it? So, good, bad?
It was fine, you know. Well, I was in control, so it wasn't bad at all.
I'm actually trying to pull some strings to get in the Ferrari. I'm pushing my luck.
With filming almost finished, Sarah wants more. She's got her eye on a classic Ferrari, and she's determined to take it for a spin.
A quick team photo for us, and then we'll get in that Ferrari.
For
anyone who wants to.
Please, definitely in the car going at 1:15 at the latest.
Okay.
If you want to have a go, sir, fine. Go. Okay. Look, I don't.
Keep filming.
Must be smart. Okay, straight to me.
Watched by the entire film crew, Sarah's Ferrari experience doesn't quite go to plan.
Just poodle out until you're on the circuit. Just poodle out, nice and steady till you're on the circuit. Pootle, slow.
I know.
Steady past your grannies. Yeah, get it out of your system now.
reverse slowly.
Easy to drive.
Come on. Reverse slowly. Doesn't matter. Right, bring your wheel. Just really slowly bring it back. Continue with this?
Yeah, we are.
All right. Look, there's the keys in there. Straight to the left. Just go.
Undeterred, Sarah races off in the dented Ferrari, leaving Drew and the fifth gear crew to assess the damage.
I just said, are we going to continue with this? She said, yeah, just move the Porsche. Want to let me out? I don't think she's actually realised what she's done. Twat.
How are you feeling right now?
Well, reflective. Anyone got any tips?
Why didn't she just drive normally until she got out of the thing?
That's a beautiful Ferrari, and I think it's got a bit of a dent in it.
I'll just clear everything out of this car park if she's coming back. Whoa! Fucking hell, she's
The fifth gear film crew wait for Sarah to return from her expensive drive to see the damage herself.
Apart from the beginning, started out badly, ended out quite good. I'm not very good at getting through tight gaps, as you can see. Fucking hell. No, take it off. I need to take it. I can't get it off. Can you help me?
Can I help you? I'm going to strangle you with it.
Would you like to inspect the Ferrari? Go.
Shit.
The gentleman in the
How much do I owe?
blue shirt. Would you just like to?
It's just one of those things, her heart's pounding but she did well. I mean, she's had a great day. I think all the girls have enjoyed themselves today, and they all did really well. But Sarah is, without doubt, a proper nutcase.
Next week, Girls Aloud head east and go behind the bamboo curtain.
That was terrible. That was the worst performance I have ever done.
And Cheryl keeps it real on a trip back home to Newcastle.
Joe, this one, freaking. Sherry's weighing on us. He's weighing on us. I do not believe